What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Give to Garindo. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 32. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. Here's Ritter. He's on the move. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They give it to him again. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. Third down coming up.
Ready? Check, Bobcat. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Give a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Come on, set. Trap 60. 70 range.
This time it's a passing play. He's got Harris. He's still going at the 30. Keeps it moving. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal.
Ready? Panther 60. Go!
And he's brought down for a loss.
It ended up being a failure right up front. The entire play, when you get in these goal-to-go situation, hinges on that initial surge. The defense, they win right there at the point of attack, and because of it, well, that play goes backwards.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal.
Shut up!
Slot man motioned over. Back to him on second and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Thunderbirds finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, set.
They bring Wilson in motion right. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Ritter setting up to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Set, go.
Now a give running right. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll give them a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Now we're on the counter. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 45 on 2nd down. He beams one, deep right, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Here's Garindo again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Ritter looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Slot receiver headed left.
Ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a man right side. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
From the 27. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Let's go.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Ready. Now 2nd and 6. 19 tight. 19. Here we go. Set.
From the 48. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Set.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. David Ojabo making that tackle. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Brought in right side. Running in the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Set.
They'll try and punch it in. Runs it in for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 license. Go.
Ritter. On target to Garindo. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Now Ritter. Walker holds it in. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from San Antonio. It's the Ravens with a 1st and 10. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. Throwing here, Ritter. Pass complete to Walker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Trying an inside give to Garindo. He's got a gain of 6 there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Connects on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce into your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Here we go, set. Go.
On first down, they'll run. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds grow the lead coming out of halftime. I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
This one is up and good. And the Thunderbirds double their lead to 14. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Motion man sent left. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's Ritter. That's caught for the 1st. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Back to throw now. It's Ritter. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Ritter to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Ritter setting up to throw. That's complete to Garindo. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks. but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 18. Pioneer. Trap 60. Trap 60. Get up.
They go play action here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Go.
Running it now out of the gun. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Get up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. 1st down, ball at the 36.
Let's go.
Tight end going in motion here. Fits it through the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Ritter looking to throw. Into the hands of Walker. And they get this down to the 28. Offense up to the line fast. They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Thunderbirds are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And they're going to have a 1st down. Blown back gets the handoff. And they had that one contained right at the line. Caleb Farley arranging over for that stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Go!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buys time, rolling right. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. He's got Harris. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
He's going to field this at the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 31. There's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Thunderbirds getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. Flush down now to his left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw now. On the move, headed right. Gets this one to Harris. And he's in, touchdown. The Thunderbirds keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming here from the 12. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
And the Ravens go in nickel, third down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Shotgun now on third down. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a fourth down instead.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give them a first down. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
Go! Go!
Running it after the penalty. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets two there, and it sets up second and goal from the 5.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Third and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, Just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. Return starts from the goal line. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets everything he has under the... Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready? Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing. He's trying to push the field. And in for the touchdown. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Garindo. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Forced out to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Ritter. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in San Antonio. Thunderbirds started celebrating this win a while ago. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 15 at the 14-yard line.
Come on, get it together.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Bronco. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Thunderbirds as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.